Hey everybody, what's going on? I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy and stuff during everything that's going on, and enjoying the hope to be staying weather that's coming around, getting away from all the heat, and into more of the fall type of weather that we've had, as long as the rain wants to stay away. Had a picture that showed up on Instagram that somebody had posted that I ran across. Somebody didn't know. Kind of like one of those ad type of things, but I think it was meant to be for me type of picture, because it took me back immediately to high school, which was 16, 17 years ago now for me. Junior, senior year. But took me back to a high school journal topic that my high school baseball coach and teacher that I had us do every so often in class. He'd pull out our journals and have us do a journal topic that he suggested that we keep over the years and look back on and things like that. And I remember tearing out some certain pages of journal topics that we had done a few years after school was out and everything, and don't have the journal anymore, but I do still have some of those pages of a couple of the journal topics that he asked us to do, and I'm glad I did. I would kind of wish I would have kept the whole journal just to see what other topics we did and things like that, but great idea. I'm sure multiple teachers across the country probably do stuff like that, but amazing idea. And for anybody who doesn't have a teacher that does that, great idea just to do on your own and look back. And this thing that I saw on Instagram reminded me of a specific journal topic that I didn't keep this one, but I do remember doing this topic, and I remember some of the stuff I wrote down and what I talked about in doing this journal topic. But the picture that I found is a notebook piece of paper that somebody had handwritten on. I don't know if it's the person that posted it, that it was their notebook paper that they took a picture of and posted it, or if they found it online or whatever. But whoever did it, the way they worded it, maybe a famous quote somewhere I just don't know about, I don't know. But the way it's worded, I really like it, and heard it said different ways, but this one I really like. And it says, "A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action becomes a reality." I love that because it really just lays it out there for you, black and white. If you want to get something accomplished, if you want to become something in life, if you want to have a specific job or whatever, it's best to really not just have that dream, but to make it down through the steps of reality, to turn it into a goal and to write it down and put it somewhere where you're going to see it all the time, and make sure that it's something that you're working on, perfecting a craft on, or whatever the situation might be, depending on what the goal that you're wanting to become a reality is. But the journal topic I remember Coach Cox having us do in a wellness class was one of those where do you want to be in 5-10 years type of thing. And I'm pretty sure he had us do both 5 and 10 years in the same journal entry. But that being my junior or senior year, I remember writing things down about college, writing things down about playing sports at the next level of in college and things like that. I remember on 10 year getting into talking about family and a career and different things like that, just where I wanted to be, what kind of job I wanted to have, where I was wanting to live, different things like that. And those are the things that I think are awesome to look back on, because without even realizing it, he had us writing down our dreams that we had, which was then turning them into a goal if we look back on them and kept up with them. And looking back now at what I would have put on that paper to see if it was a reality, or became a reality. So this, I'm going to send this out, like I said, to the group that I send motivation, little scriptures and texts to and stuff. This is going to be the one I send to them today, and will probably be what we talk about in Sunday school, this next Sunday, a few days from now. But I love just the way it's written out, because it's easy to tell people or try to motivate people by saying, come up with a dream, follow your dreams, don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. All that's true, all that's great, but to take some self-action, to take some understanding of yourself, that if I do it this way, if you write it down, I'm going to do it myself. If you write it down and really look at it and study it and focus on it, turning it into something more than just a thought in your head, and making it something that you look back on and you're going to see daily, whether you write it on your mirror in your bedroom, or print it out on paper, or write it down on paper and put it in your notebook for something you see every day at school, and whatever it is, and whatever those dreams are, whatever it is that you want to be when you grow up, whatever it is that you want to do in college, what kind of family you want to have, married, not married, kids, not kids, career goals, things like that. Write them down, focus on them, and then also understand, just like you'll be told when you get into college, you'll have a major picked out and you'll change your major 3 or 4 times before you really figure out what it is that you want to do. It's because our lives change, and it's because we don't necessarily get the broad spectrum of all the different careers that are out there for things that we might like to do. Loving animals, a vet is one of the first things that, is probably the biggest thing that people think about with being an animal lover. But there's so many jobs out there that are animal based that you can do other things, and you find those out later in life. You don't think about those, or you're not told about those in high school or whatever. So your plans may change while you're in college, and your major that you thought as a 8th grader you were going to have may be something different by the time you get to college, and change some things up in your life and mature some, or whatever that situation is. But understand that we're always learning, we're always growing. One thing I tell my kids at church, teens and younger kids, all the time is, me personally, I don't want to ever grow up. I'll be 35 next month, and I don't ever want to grow up, because this world is too serious about too many things that we really don't even have any business getting into, all of them individually. And I feel like it's easier for me just to live life basically one day at a time, and understanding that I'm not promised tomorrow, and I'm not promised 5-10 years down the road, like this journal topic even was, but to understand at the same time that I want to put myself to where I still have dreams, I still have goals of doing stuff later in life that I want to do with my family and with my kids and with my wife and individually, and things that I want to be able to say I accomplished, or places I want to be able to say I visited, or whatever that is, individually for you, that we understand things may change, and goals may change, and dreams may change, but continually writing them down and letting yourself know, if it changes, write this one down, let's go after it. Nobody can tell you that you're wrong in what you write down. Nobody can tell you that the goal or the dream that you have is unreachable. I've seen plenty of stories out there of people who have reached unimaginable destinations of things that they wanted to do, or places they wanted to be, or people they wanted to be by a certain age, or when they got older, or whatever it was for them. But to understand that people who are told they can't do something, when they write those things down, and they feed off of the negativity that's given to them in their life, from friends at school, or it doesn't sound like great friends, but people at school, or even teachers or family members or whatever, that wants to kind of knock you down from your reality and your goals and your dreams to fit today's standards and get you kind of understanding that it may not be achievable. Follow your dream, follow your heart, make that dream a goal, and when it's all said and done, make that goal become a reality, and let people know that you can do anything. And we as a group, I think, should be able to write down some things as well. You and your small group, you and your group of friends at school, co-workers, whatever the situation is in your life and the life where you're at. If you have a goal together as a family, or together as a group of friends, or a youth group, or a church, or a sports team, whatever it is, write those down, put them on paper, and turn those goals into reality. Dream big, make big goals, and then make big reality for yourself, for your family, for your friends. But it stems back to loving who you are, and being where you want to be at any time of your life, at any time point in your life, where you want to be. Make it happen. Don't listen to the negativity. If you do listen to the negativity, use it as fuel, and take that and run with it, and show others that you're the only one on earth that can get to where you want to be. You can fold, you can give up, and you can fall to where they say you're going to be, or you can go and you can fuel on those things, and you can be whatever it is that you want to be. Just you and God working together, focusing on being the best that He needs you to be for His kingdom, being the best that you need to be for your life here on earth, and showing others that they can do the same thing by following your example, following your lead, and just having faith in yourself and trusting in yourself that God's going to get you where both He needs you to be and where you want to be. So it's great to have that little blast from the past from my baseball coach, who's now the athletic director out in Jefferson County. Hopefully, he's able to do big things out there, and this being his first year, announces the athletic director. So good luck to him, and good luck to all of you all, and whatever dreams that you have that you want to turn into reality through making goals. Do it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Go kill it. Thanks, guys.